Hi everyone, welcome to a new video. Welcome to my channel. My name is Rose and thank you for clicking that thumbnail. It's been a little while since I've sat down and filmed anything over here on my channel. It's been a while since I've been able to produce content and even put up some of my older vlogs through my grief and healing journey of losing my husband to a terminal cancer. I do still have all of the footage and all of the things that I recorded along the way, and do plan to try my best to get back into pushing out them vlogs and pushing out those videos for you guys. But I have taken a major step back with social media in general. I don't really post on Instagram much anymore, and I'm not very active on social media a whole lot anymore, and have been focusing more so on my physical health, my mental health, and my physical fitness, which is what this video is going to be about, as you can tell from the thumbnail. So if you're interested and you want to hear more, what's changed, what hasn't changed, what my plans are with my physical fitness and my weight loss journey, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss any of my videos. And let's just go ahead and hop right on into it. So yes, I figured maybe try to sit down and start sharing something that I am passionate about right now in my life, which is not the makeup and beauty industry and route so much anymore. I always have a love and a passion for makeup and beauty. It's what started my channel, it's what's launched my Instagram, and it's what's gotten me this far, and I'm very grateful for that. However, people's priorities in life change, and your objectives change, and your goals change, and your motivations and things change in life, and that's okay. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it, but I knew I needed to make a change because I was heading down a downward path and starting to go into some kind of depression from my grief, losing my husband, and I started to have a very unhealthy relationship with food. It became a comfort mechanism for me, especially at nighttime. The late night snacking and everything was the biggest thing, and I knew I needed to make a change. For a while now, I just kept procrastinating and making excuses as to why I couldn't start. So on October 14th, I had to go to my doctor, and when I stepped on the scale and everything and seen the numbers, and after sitting down and speaking with my doctor, seeing that, my blood panels and everything were borderline pre-diabetic levels, I knew that it was time for me to get serious about this and make a change that I need to be able to sustain a lifelong healthy lifestyle. I've been doing this all the 100% natural healthy way, which is exercise and healthy diet. So no appetite suppressants, no stimulants, no drugs, no GLP-1 medications or injections, Ozempics, Mounjaros, none of that kind of semaglutide injections and stuff that is all the fad right now, and celebrities are doing it, and I have a whole different opinion on GLP-1s, and I can do a whole separate video on that really and get into that. But I'm just going to continue moving on, sharing what my experience so far and what has been working for me, and just knowing that I needed to make a change. I needed to make a change, not just for my physical appearance or anything, but mainly because of how I was feeling, and the way I felt on the inside. And I figured I better sit down and start this now if I wanted to share my journey and my weight loss journey and my physical fitness journey, if you will, now before I get any further into it, because it has been 2 months now. It is officially the month of December while I'm filming this, and I started to take the necessary steps and actions that I needed to do to change the way I look at food and to change my diet and everything 2 months ago. So in October 14th was officially, when I stepped out of the doctor's office and knew right then and there that something had to change, or I was going to become diabetic, high cholesterol, starting to get high blood pressure, all of the negative health effects and side effects that come with weight gain and everything. So my journey officially started October 14th And again, I am 2 months in right now, and I am officially down 15 pounds in just the past 2 months. So this is the very beginning of my journey. I still have a very long way to go, as this is a lifelong commitment for me to be able to maintain and sustain a healthy lifestyle for the longevity of my life. It's not more so about the numbers on a scale, so I don't weigh myself daily or weekly even. I typically weigh myself about once every month or 3 weeks or so, because I don't want to start focusing and obsessing on the numbers aspect of it, but more so again on how I feel on the inside, and of course the weight, the losing of the weight and everything with incorporating, a healthy diet and clean eating and exercise, rigorous exercise and cardio, and slowly been doing and working on resistance training as well, all have been tremendously helping me. And this is just doing it the good old fashioned way, the natural, healthy way to see real sustainable results. Now, I'm not opposed to any kind of GLP-1 medications, which is like Ozempic and the injections that people are taking. And, I see a lot of people going down that route with the GLP-1s. I'm not opposed to it, but it's just not for me because of the side effects of it. You don't know the long-term side effects that those medications cause. And I do know like the number one thing that it causes is cancer, and it's, gives you nausea, diarrhea, upset stomach. And some people, it very negatively affects their mental health. So it's just not for me. I'm not opposed to it, but it's mainly for people who have type 2 diabetes, need that medication. It's not for weight loss management. It's not a weight loss management medication. GLP-1s are for type 2 diabetics, and I am not diabetic. It just wasn't the route for me. Also, to be on any of those kind of GLP-1s, you have to maintain a healthy diet and exercise with it. Without that, it's just not good. You lose your muscle mass, you lose bone density, and not to mention all of the side effects that come with those kind of medications. And once you lose your muscle mass, it is extremely hard to get it back. The same with bone density, your bone density and everything. So good old-fashioned exercise and resistance training, lifting some weights, doing cardio and stuff like that, which you would have to do anyways, just minus the medication, is proof. I am proof that it works. I am down 15 pounds in the past 2 months, which is incredible. And that's another reason why I don't step on the scale all the time, just because, I see myself, and you look at yourself day in and day out, and sometimes you might not feel like you're seeing a lot of results when you see yourself every single day, which is why I've been tracking my progress through photos and my smartwatch, and I have a smart ring. I'm actually charging my smartwatch right now, but mainly through my smartwatch, my Galaxy Smart Ring. Yes, I have both, but I use them for two totally different things. My smartwatch mainly for my exercise and my steps, and the ring is mainly for my sleep health. So incorporating tons and tons of water, drinking plenty of water, healthy diet, exercise, and a good night's sleep will do wonders for your body. So earlier on, I knew I needed to make changes to my diet, right? Make changes to what I'm consuming, the way I look at food, and all of that, because food was a comfort mechanism for me, like I said, and I undeniably became an emotional eater, especially at nighttime in bed by myself, no longer with my husband by my side. It was a comfort thing for me. It comforted me. It got me through the first year after losing him, and just I looked at it in a negative way, eating out, eating fast food, caffeine, coffee from Dunkin' Donuts every single day. I would buy a cold brew from Dunkin' Donuts every day. And as of today, I have completely cut out all Dunkin' Donuts coffee. I do not buy coffee at Dunkin' Donuts anymore. And just that in itself has saved me a ton of money. You got to think $3 to $5 a day every single day for some coffee. It's thousands of dollars a year. So I'm saving already so much money by cutting out the Dunkin' Donuts coffee. And I do Proffies now, make them my own at home, which is a protein powder mixed with just a splash of concentrate coffee. So I get like the Starbucks concentrate or the Dunkin' Donuts concentrate from the grocery store, and I literally just throw a splash in it. I'll attach here how I make one of my Proffies so that you can see. So as you saw, I do mainly protein shake, and I mix just a splash of coffee in it, and have completely cut out, again, majority of the caffeine. I was drinking 5 to 6 cans of pop a day, because a lot of times you can drink your calories, not even really realizing it. You could drink your calories. So I have gone down to just 1 can a day still. I am still on 1 can of pop a day right now. However, I am slowly trying to trick my brain and swap out the 1 can of Coke that I am down to a day right now with the Poppy Classic Cola or the Olipop Classic Cola flavors that are more healthier options of carbonated beverages, in an attempt to trick my brain and swap out the Coca-Cola entirely. But it's almost like the reason I struggle the most with that still is because the caffeine headache. The little splash of coffee that I put in my protein coffee in the morning is almost essentially not enough caffeine compared to what I was used to drinking. So by, evening time, when dinner time comes around, I start to get the caffeine headache. And the only thing that has been getting rid of it is if I drink the 1 can of Coca-Cola in the evening with my dinner. Nothing else works. I've tried caffeinated teas. I've tried to get buy the small cans of Coca-Cola, and it's just not enough. So I'm still drinking 1 can a day. However, I've been able to totally eliminate late night snacking, which was my biggest weakness. I've totally eliminated eating sugar late at night, because at night I would lay at night in the bed and gorge a whole bag of Chester's hot fries, plus a box of the Charleston Chew minis, plus mini little Starburst, all pink ones, plus the Sweet Tart gummies. Every single night I would gorge on all this sugary sweet snacks, junk food, and go to sleep and wake up feeling like crap the next day. And it's a no wonder. So that is a huge milestone for me, that I've been able to eliminate all the sugary processed junk food at night. I no longer snack at night. And even just the thought of consuming sugar in the evening and right before bed like that now makes me physically ill to my stomach. That's how I know my body has been adjusting to this healthier lifestyle, because I can't even look or think of sugar the way that I used to have the unhealthy relationship with it earlier on. But it's taken gradual progress. It's been slow and steady changes to my diet starting very early on. Of course, the first week or 2 was very hard, cutting out the late night snacking, especially. I would be so hungry in the evening, and I would try to substitute it with healthy snacks and healthier options like veggie straws or whatever it is, apples with a little bit of sugar-free caramel drizzled on them for the sweet side. It didn't work, and I would just eventually, I did that for the first couple of nights to try to substitute it, and then I just stopped buying the stuff altogether. So it wasn't even in my house anymore, especially that first week and a half or so in. There was a couple nights, after a good week or so, where I would be so hangry, going to bed so hangry, pissed off, wanting and craving them carbs and that processed junk food at night. And sometimes I knew the substitutes, veggie straws and whatever, wasn't gonna cut it, so I would just go to bed pissed off and hungry, because guess what? Just go to sleep and you'll get over it. Take your hungry, mad ass to bed and you get up the next day and it's gone. It's gone, and I got through it. It was hard, yes, but I did manage to get through it, and that was the biggest barrier, the biggest obstacle for me, was the late night snacking. So yes, I slowly started making these changes to my diet, what I consumed, how much I consumed. It's all truly about portion control. And it helped me to feel what food did to my body. By slowly incorporating healthier options and healthier swaps with more starchy carb foods, it helped me to feel what food did to my body. And it was a slow and steady change, and now I'm to the point where I've completely changed and redone my entire fridge and my food intake and the way I look at food. And what's been working the most for me and how I've been able to lose the weight is by doing a higher protein and fiber diet with lower carb. So I still incorporate some carbs because it is important to still have some kind of carbs in your diet, but my protein has drastically increased, as well as my fiber, which are also the benefits of that is it keeps you feeling full longer. So when I make my protein coffee in the morning, I drink that and it keeps me feeling full enough to get through hitting my steps. And the gym is getting ready to open at the end of this month, so I'll then go to the gym and then come back and make my breakfast and everything. Now, on my days at work, I'll have to exercise in the evenings when I get off of work, but the protein and the fiber help keep you feeling full longer, which is a beautiful thing, so you're not constantly feeling the need to snack and everything. And then, of course, the most common way to lose weight is, of course, to stay in a calorie deficit. At first, my total consumption of, amount of calorie intake per day was like around 2,200 calories a day. I've managed to stay in a calorie deficit a little bit more and more each day, increasing the deficit each day to where I've now got down to the 15 pounds of loss so far. And now my calorie intake is down to like 1,800 calories a day. If you stay in a calorie deficit, you'll lose the weight. And that way you don't have to do it in an unhealthy way or by feeling like you're starving feeling or you're depriving yourself of food by doing the higher protein and fiber, which keeps you full, feeling satiated longer throughout the day and still without depriving myself of things. So like I did really well during the holidays, Thanksgiving, I did really well and made sure to do all protein and veggies, protein and fiber, and I didn't do any breads or mashed potatoes or any kind of starchy foods during Thanksgiving. I had a slice of turkey and a slice of prime rib with lots of veggies. And I even, treated myself and had a small piece of pumpkin pie because we're not depriving ourselves of our guilty foods and stuff that were comforting and enjoyable to me. I don't want to totally deprive myself of things that I enjoy. Matter of fact, last week when I was at the grocery store, I did go and buy one bag of the Chester hot fries. Just one bag though, not 5 bags. I bought one bag and I wanted to snack around a little, kind of treat myself or whatever to make sure I'm still taking in things that I enjoy and that it's not going to be a miserable process along the way. But the nice thing about it and the beautiful thing about it is I only ate like not even 1/3 of it, like a literal serving size, which is like 12 to 15 of the fries, rolled it up and put it away, and like I was good. I stopped when I was full and I didn't need to feel the need to gorge the whole bag. Which is a beautiful feeling because I know, as a result, my body is adjusting to this healthy lifestyle change and enjoying more healthier foods as a result and, craving water more. And even though I still have the 1 can of pop a day, it's proof I'm still losing the weight by maintaining healthy diet and exercise. So it's not 5 cans a day anymore. 5 cans a day I used to drink of pop. Nothing but pop with a little bit of water at work. Now it's all water with just a little bit of pop in the evening with my dinner. So I've completely swapped it, and I eventually, again, do plan to cut out the Coke entirely. It's going to be a guilty pleasure that I will surely miss because I do love my Coke, but I know it's not good for me, and it's, I'm drinking my calories this way, and it's just not good. So, on top of that, I've been maintaining lots and lots of exercise. So lots and lots of cardio. I've been putting in anywhere between 15,000 to 23,000 or more steps a day. And that's a beautiful thing about my job where I work, at Amazon, being on my feet. Right now, it's the holiday season. It's the end of it, but I'm doing 13 hours a day at work, putting in all those steps, and I'm on my feet the entire day, 23 to 25,000 steps a day at work. So that is a beautiful thing about my job. It's a blessing in disguise. And, as a result of more exercise, I have the plantar fasciitis on my foot where before, especially like last year, I couldn't even do my overtime days. Now this year, I'm picking up extra shifts. Last week, I worked 6 days and I only had 1 day off, which was Monday. And I actually picked up a night shift. I picked up Sunday night. So like from 10:30 p.m. to 3 a.m. because it had a $10 premium added to it on top of what I already make. So, and then the holiday pay. So like I'm picking up more shifts. I'm putting in more steps, I'm being more active, and I feel better while doing so at work. Whereas before, it used to kill me. Like, my foot was so bad, the plantar fasciitis. But it's crazy because the more exercise that I'm doing, you would think it would make it worse, but it's actually made my foot better. And the biggest thing is, and the reason is, incorporating more cardio and exercise and the healthy diet, my inflammation has gone down significantly. So the inflammation on my foot has gone down, alleviating some of that pain, and I just have higher energy levels. My good dopamines are being released, and endorphins are being released in my body, and I just feel good overall. And this is just the beginning. This is just the beginning of my journey. It's a lifelong journey. I have a long ways to go before I get, closer to my goal weight. I don't really have a set number in mind on a number that I want to see on the scale. As again, this is more of just a lifelong journey for me, that I do want to be able to live to see my 50s and my 60s and 70s and so forth, especially with just the genetics and stuff that I have in my family. So I've lost all my family to drugs or cancer, and I don't want to be another statistic and succumb to those kind of diseases or anything like that. So the best way to counteract that is to maintain healthy diet and exercise and a healthier lifestyle, and just overall the way that I look at food. So it's not like I'm doing some crash diet or some fad diet. Again, no kind of injections or GLP-1 medications, which people don't realize those are lifelong medications. So you essentially have to stay on those kind of injections for life in order to see the weight loss. You might lose weight really fast on them, but the second you stop taking it, 95% of people gain the weight right back. So, and it's just not sustainable for me. So to see real sustainable results, I've been, just doing it the good old fashioned way, diet and healthy exercise, and doing some resistance training. And I'm excited to start, building more muscle, so that way I'm burning more calories while at rest, which is the most beautiful thing about resistance training and lifting weights and everything, and to get my my muscles back popping, and to tone up and tighten up, and to see my abs and just all of that, and just to feel better more so on the inside is the biggest reason why I decided to start this journey of maintaining a healthier lifestyle and being physically fit to help my mental health as a result, and it's truly been working. So that's everything for this video. I figured I'd better get on here and start somewhere, and at least sit down and start this vlog somehow, because again, I'm already down 15 pounds and I'm officially 2 months in on this journey right now. So this will be officially like my 2-month update, as well as my intro into my weight loss journey or my physical fitness journey. I still haven't decided what I'm going to call this yet, but if you want to follow along on this journey, I'll be sure to come back on and give you guys more updates and share more as to what's been working for me and how it's been working, and ways that I've been incorporating things. I've officially bought a treadmill, a walking pad for the house on my days where I am not at work putting in 25,000 steps a day. I still want to stay, active and moving at home. I do give myself one day of some rest, which is usually Sundays. So, because rest is also important. You have to rest your muscles. You have to rest your bones and stuff and kind of recharge. It's very important. But yeah, if you guys want to see and know more, make sure you're subscribed. Other than that, thank you so much for stopping by. I love you guys. I appreciate you for sticking around, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Bye.